Alright. Communications. So one thing I got, hopefully the fire chief got a copy, you got a copy. We had a member resign from the fire department, but stay in the EMS.
I do not have a copy.
Oh, you got this copy. It was Amanda Fox.
Who? Amanda Fox.
I think she was in your company.
Yes.
Just make sure the fire department gets that.
She has that contact with the company.
She's been in EMT class.
She asked me to contact, I told her you had to send it to me, and I sent it to the fire chief, so.
I think you're right.
And then, another thing under communications is that Design Connect grant that we went for the fire park with Cornell. We got it, they're gonna help us out. So, I've been, a little bit back and forth with Hannah. She's out of the country until January, so but we're gonna meet when she comes back. So, that's the good news.
Speaking of the art park in Kirby,
I was supposed to ask you about that.
yep, so I know the real estate attorney in my office has been working with Joe Mayer, the Tioga State Bank attorney. Apparently the art park is actually like 4 separate parcels of land, and so there's no abstract currently prepared for one of those. May or may not be a big deal. Normally we like to see abstracts to make sure that, they own it. But that's the only piece that seems to be maybe holding it up. I know their indication was they'd like to try and be in a position to close by the end of the year, which prompts me to think, I don't remember if the village has approved, did we vote to approve or accept the gift of the land?
No, we didn't.
No, I'm sorry, you put that off.
Right.
So I think
should do that.
I think I recommend you have a motion to accept Tioga State Bank's gift of the 4 parcels commonly known as the
Pit.
yeah,
So moved. It's known as the pit right now.
Quick question up there, no, Ed, you want to make a motion first? Are we buying it for $1 or is it a gift? How is this working?
I mean, the deed might say $1, but it's basically a gift.
I'll buy that for $1. Sorry. You're offering $2?
You're gonna mow it too?
Yeah.
I will move to accept Tioga State's gift of the 4 parcels.
Okay.
I second it.
Okay. Any discussion on it? Brandon?
Yes.
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 Yes. So if we get that, we can make that happen, hopefully.
I will copy you on an email to Bob Madigan, the real estate attorney who I'm using.
Take it off my list.
And that way, once he's in a position to say, okay, let's go ahead, then we'll get that coordinated.
Okay. All right. I think that's all communications.
And Tracy got one.
Oh, you got one?
Yes, the sewer department did mail out a survey today in regards to the Class A sludge that we're going to be producing with our new system. Part of the permitting process, the state was wondering if there's going to be any residents interested in taking the product. So they asked that we mail out a survey requesting, input from the residents on if they'd be interested in approximate amount they would be interested in, since the Class A is going to be use on gardens, flower beds, all that use and everything. So we did put that in the mail today.
Okay, good.
Just so.
Who's going to join the code red class in there? Look in the mail, you're going to get a survey, piece, it's a self-addressed postage.
Right, for the return is
You
also.
return it and we'll try to come up with some type of application. Tracy will work with me.
Yeah, we'll get one done.
I ain't read every response.
Yeah, that's good. All right, anything else communications? We're good. Trustee reports is next. Fran?
Well, I have nothing to report on EMS because Robin did a great job. The cemetery committee met last week, and the landscape architect, Martha Lyons, came to our meeting, and she was doing some more research here in Owego last week, and she plans to come to, again in March, and she'll come to the village board at that time and, report on the progress. She's anticipating having her report finished by June. So, and the historian is working on researching Sasanana. I don't know if you saw an article in the Penny Saver this last
was very
week.
good.
Yeah. Well, he's writing another article that's going to be in the Courier and one of the other, publications. Yeah. But he plans on coming to the board meeting in January, next meeting. At this point, it appears that there's one other monument in the United States for an Indian, but so in second place she's the only female. So the oldest, not the only, but the oldest monument for a female African or Native American. And so we want to be able to utilize this in promoting Owego and historical marker and so on. So Steve's going to come and talk to the board in January on that.
Good.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know somebody had emailed me that they thought it might be, so I asked him to check into it. So.
Yeah, he's done a lot
ton
of research.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Well, those articles on paper are very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the other question from the cemetery committee, the village board put in $10,000 for the repair of the roof there of the mortuary chapel, and according to the report from last month, the bill on that was $9,279 or whatever. The cemetery committee would like to take the balance of that to purchase new Lexan covers for the stained glass windows. And so I wanted to bring that up to the board. They're anticipating it'd be somewhere around $900 to do that. We'd have to get a final estimate for the board on that.
That can be covered in what we...
That's a good estimate.
It's more.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
good, thank you. That's all.
Charles?
I don't have anything else other than to reiterate the thanks to the mayor for posting all of the weather warnings and everything. I mean,
They blow my email up. I just
yes, it's great. I mean, you find it all over the place. The first thing I look for when I wake up, or when I'm already up. To add to that list of thanks, I want to thank our hometown radio station, WeBo. They are very informative. They keep us informed of the goings on in our community in depth. If there's an event that you have not been able to attend, you can catch it on their webpage from Facebook, and it's like you're attending it. They have the whole thing there. Also, in our community, we have our certain bus drivers, like Tammy Garfano, Polly Jones, who keep us informed whether or not to wake our kids up in the morning or let them sleep and man the shovels later. They're on top of things. This information, I don't think this town has been more informed as it is now than in the past. And it's a great thing for all of us to come together and keep each other informed. And we have all these different assets. I think it's great, and I think they deserve a thanks. And also, for those who do not attend this meeting, we have the video.
Yes. A lot of people watch that video.
I watch it over.
Charles watches.
Charles watches it. There actually are many others too.
One of those views of mine, so.
I have like 30 subscribers.
So it is awesome, the communication,
Getting up there.
we have.
Remember that things up.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I wanted to make one other comment. I really appreciate, something else came to mind, sorry, Ron. I really appreciate all the effort that the mayor has put in with the EMS as far as, you know, the state difficulty, and also with working with our captain and others with helping to clarify what's happening with the reimbursement. Appreciate all the time you put into it.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm done.
Thanks, Frank.
Your turn.
Just give a shout out to the DPW. We do a lot of special needs classes at our school where there's a lot of snowfall, and they came out and cleaned the sidewalk within 20 minutes. It was amazing. I was very impressed, and Jeff was actually manning the machine. So, thank you. That's all I got.
No report.
No reporter. Laura?
Megan Bixby sent a nice report along, and if you can get that to Rod,
Yes.
that would be great. And then they redid, with a lot of help from Elaine Jardine, they revised like all the applications and stuff like that. And then Mike, you worked on the website
I did this afternoon.
to stick that up.
So
So
all of the new revised applications and design guidelines and everything are on our website now.
yeah, so the commission's all ready for the DRI applications to start coming in. Right,
And the new
all kinds of
applications
ready.
are fillable PDFs that you can save and email to Meg. So should really speed things up, hopefully.
Yeah, they really got together, so.
Help with the readability and all that kind of stuff. So.
We met with Brittany and Elaine today, this morning, to go over what each project's gonna need to do as far as local, local approvals are.
Okay, good.
Most of them are OHBC, just so, I mean, some of them are site plan review and some variances, and mostly parking.
Yeah.
But at any rate, we went down through every single one, so when they start talking to the individuals, they'll know what they have to jump through to get things going.
I know, definitely thanks to the OHBC guys and girls, because in Nadine's report, she mentioned that those applications and design guidelines took them over 100 hours to complete those new forms. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of work.
Thank you.
Anything else? All right, good.
Nothing for me?
Good. Aaron? Next item is mayor's report. If I can find it. Short, yeah.
Moving out of space, that's what it is.
Should have double spaced it maybe. Bigger font, there we go. Posted the video, had open office hours. Met with various department heads a couple of times usually. The treasurer's report, and I did the OHBC website stuff. Quick, easy report. What else? Thanks for the snow. Trying to get some more tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully people will move their cars off the street like they did last time. They did a pretty good job. So. Better than usual, I think.
Yeah.
That was actually some, Ross Street was like that. There was not a car on there.
I did notice that,
Yeah.
because I was shoveling
I
it
know
out.
what that is, all right.
Usually that one's pretty marked up.
Like, I had a question asked to me from the paid staff today.
Okay.
I guess it's a question with the contract itself. I've never seen it because it was always affiliated with whatever. Their question is, the statement's made in it, you know, that every year they get a raise or whatever,
Right.
cost of living, and a clothing thing. And none of this has taken place in several years. So there was a question, I did express to them that, that they should print off their contract, highlight what their questions are, and go to Cindy. Is that the proper thing to do, or who should they be talking to?
Yeah, either Cindy or me, or we'll get them answers.
Okay, and the other thing is, they're supposed to be evaluated.
That's true.
Where do you want that from?
That's okay.
You want it from the EMS evaluating their performance as that, or are you doing it as an employee? They're kind of in limbo, and they feel like they're not meshed together because they don't know what's... I mean, right now, because we have so many different departments within the department,
Right.
I have them doing everything as a joint text to all, you know, maintenance officer, driver, trainer, everybody's all in one, so if there's a question out there, somebody in that bracket can answer it, but that part I can't because they're village employees.
Right. Yeah, we'll figure that out.
So who do they talk to?
Probably me.
To you. Okay.
And you.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was Cindy or not, or who it was that could answer their questions, so,
Yeah, we'll get them answers.
okay.
However, yeah.
And thank you, Fran, for the keys to... No. Yes, over here, because we had a call there and none of us could get in. And it came to the point where the fire department, I knew they went to the scene with lights and sirens, but all of a sudden they're coming back lights and sirens. I'm like, what are they doing? Well, they were trying to get something to break in because we couldn't, none of the master keys, nobody had a master key to the actual rooms. And so somebody finally found one in a bucket of keys, the one that worked in the door to get in. So,
Where was it?
Long Meadow?
Long Meadow, okay.
So now Fran has produced us with some keys
Really?
because OPD only had the key to the front door,
I was gonna say OPD should have.
to the front door. That's as far as they could get. So it was luckily it was just a fall down, go boom, it wasn't a critical issue, but it still was too long to,
Yep.
so now this should be rectified, thank you.
So our last thing is public comment. Before then we enter the executive session. Anybody have any public comment? We'll open the executive session.
No, I'm gonna be
Our participation in government day, you got anything? Alright, you got your extra credit too.
They check the box, that's what they're here for.
You got extra credit.
Wow.
And he stayed the whole meeting, so.
Nobody can ride with the ambulance to do that too.
Wait, you didn't have to say no.
But- It's on YouTube, so it depends if the teacher watches, I don't know.
Third bird is already